Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Harry and Meghan's home in Portugal will open return to royal family as their kids will want to reconcile with William. Prince Harry is keeping a door open to the royal family by buying a home in Portugal, as it could be a very nice way in, claimed a royal expert. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex snapped up a luxurious property in Alentejo, Portugal, just a stone's throw away from Princess Eugenie and her husband, Jack Brooksbank. Sign up for the Royals newsletter. Your info will be used in accordance with our privacy policy. As reported by the Mail, the couple plan to set up a base there after being seen in the area last September following the Invictus Games in Dusseldorf, Germany. Royal expert Hugo Vickers told The Sun Harry's close bond with his cousin should be encouraged and will keep these avenues of communication open. The royal author suggested a friendship between Harry and Eugenie's children could be a wonderful route into royal life. Mr. Vickers hinted it may provide a way to form connections with Prince William and Princess Kate's trio, Prince George, 11, Princess Charlotte, 9, and Prince Louis, 6. The Sussexes share two children, Archie, 5, and Lilibet, 3. They are similar in age to Eugenie and Jack's two sons, August, 3, and Ernest, 1. Mr. Vickers told The Sun, "I think what you say about the connection between the Brooksbank children and Prince Harry's children could be very significant as the years go on, because they will know their cousins as they grow up, and that could be a very nice way in. I have always thought that it's very sad for Archie and Lilibet that one day it'll dawn on them that their cousin is going to be the King of England one day, and normally you'd really rather like to get involved with all that. I would have thought it could be a very interesting extension to life, and so that could be a wonderful route in. I think that's a very significant point." Mr. Vickers also felt there is a big part of Harry that wonders what he gave up. Meghan and Harry's Australia tour was when the royalty set in, royal expert says. The royal expert believed he would encourage his children to have the same options he had as a working royal, something he himself was terribly good at. So by giving them proximity to Eugenie's children as they grow up, I think that it's a fantastic opportunity for them to all get to know each other as time goes on, and they will reach a certain age, added Mr. Vickers. The author also said Archie and Lilibet will make up their own minds once they reach a certain age. The next generation very often tries to mend the bridges, he added. Eugenie was once described as being best friends with Prince Harry, despite the royal rift with William and King Charles. The Sussexes were said to have made a mega-secret romantic trip to Eugenie's Portuguese resort without Archie and Lilibet last September. Princess Eugenie was handed the keys to Frogmore Cottage to stay with her husband Jack Brooksbank during COVID lockdowns in 2020. But the couple now split their time between Portugal and London due to his high-flying job. Jack works in marketing and sales at a private resort near the village on the Alentejo coast, which is situated 80 miles south of Lisbon. Eugenie struck up a friendship with Meghan before the Sussexes began dating, and the trio were believed to keep in regular contact. Eugenie spent time with Harry at the Super Bowl in Los Angeles in 2022 and was spotted in Montecito in February last year. She is understood to be the first member of the firm to make the 5,500-mile trip since the couple quit the UK. Hugo Vickers told The Sun, "I think it's a question of family dynamics. I would say that I don't think it's political at all. I think that they just get on very well together. They know each other extremely well. She's a lovely girl. I've met her a number of times over the years, and she's got a very warm heart, and it's great that they're friends. I think this is really important, and I would encourage that. And so I think it's very, very good news if indeed it's true that he's got a house quite near where they are in Portugal, because any amount of sort of rapprochement and friendship between those two should be encouraged. I mean, she herself is not right in the heart of the royal family in so much as that she and her sister Beatrice don't undertake royal duties. They do charitable works from time to time. They are princesses of the royal house. Obviously, they will be included in many of the big occasions. They are princesses of the royal house. Obviously, they will be included in many of the big occasions. They just love each other, and they get on very well. You know, they're cousins, and they've been brought up side by side. They're not so far different in ages, and it's a great friendship. I commend it highly. I mean, Diana and Fergie were indeed very close, and maybe that's part of the bond. I'm sure Sarah Ferguson would also be very encouraging to Prince Harry. You just need to keep these avenues of communication open, and that may not be the most direct avenue, but it is an avenue, and it should be encouraged. The royal expert also touched on the connection between Harry and Eugenie, and dubbed the princess a very important part of his previous life. But Mr. Vickers highlighted two other key reasons why the Sussexes may want to camp in Europe away from their Montecito mansion. Other than the lovely long beaches and stunning landscape, Harry's visa battle still hangs over him. It is possible that if Trump gets in, one of the first things he will do as a sort of publicity stunt, flexing his muscles, is to chuck Prince Harry out of America on account of the fact that he once took drugs and has admitted this, said Mr. Vickers. So that is a big worry for Prince Harry. I would suspect so maybe he is covering his options and getting a property so that he's got somewhere to go if that happens. The royal historian then shone a spotlight on Portugal's convenient location and proximity to Germany, which could be helpful to the dad of two for the Invictus Games. And I guess you know he's coming a little bit closer home, continued Mr. Vickers. It doesn't mean he's going to return to England, but Portugal is not so far from London. It was hoped that Eugenie could have acted as an intermediary between the Sussexes and the royal family. Royal author Phil Dampier said previously, "They've always got on very well and been very close, so if there is going to be an emissary or an intermediary between Harry and the royal family back home, she could well fit the bill." Meanwhile, in his bombshell spare memoir, Harry spoke of introducing Meghan to his cousin. "I remember Huge hugging Meg as if they were sisters." And royal authors Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand wrote in the Sussex biography Finding Freedom, "Out of all the Queen's grandchildren, Harry and Eugenie have one of the most natural connections. Like Harry, Eugenie is loyal, honest, and great fun. The two had many nights out together in London, sneaking into back entrances of clubs, such as Mahiki, where Jack once was manager, or Tonteria, where in one of the VIP cave areas they downed shots from Mexican skull-shaped glasses and a giant frozen margarita with multiple straws. Nicknamed Huge or Booge by her friends, the book also notes that, like Harry, Eugenie also struggled to carve out her own identity growing up. It added, Harry had always confided in his cousin when it came to the women in his life. Not only did he trust her implicitly, but friends say that she gives great advice and has always been beyond wise for her years.